Alright. What's up? World of Tanks Xbox One 360? Yeah, one or the other replay. I'm gonna go with the Xbox One this time. I finally, a few weeks ago, decided it was time to get the T95. So, here we are. That beautiful T95 intro. I don't know if I'm gonna start including these in the maps or not, the games. But hey, you know what it is. It's just something different, and in the monotony that is World of Tanks, sometimes it's nice to have something different. We are in the T95, platooned up with a Great Joe and his T95. We are on steps, standard battle, in a tier 9 match. So it should be a pretty much normal game for the most part. You know, typical game. Nothing too elaborate here, except for on steps, and to me, I don't know. This is going to be a slow first 2.5, 3 minutes of the game, because we're going to roll out. Yeah, I decided that sometimes with the T95 I'll kind of post up in the base, because it is so slow. You have two options. Take half the game to get to where you need to be, and hope that your team hasn't, you know, moved on to the next point, or sit back and defend the base. Rolling out to the side like this is a slow process. However, like I said, you got two options, and we have a medium posting up at base. We have a heavy posting up at base. We have another heavy still sitting in base. So we decided to roll out over to the heavy tank alley over here. The T95. I've wanted the E3 for a while, but once I got the E4, I was like, I don't need the E3. Whatever. But I've always wanted to play the T95, and I had never played it, so I finally got to the point where I think I needed 11,000 XP to get by the T28, and I started playing it again a little bit, and had, I don't know, as in World of Tanks, you know, you get them times where you have 400 bad games in a row. So when I got to, I think it was 11,400 or something like that left, I said screw it and use free XP to get by the remainder of the T28 and to move on to this tank. I figured, hey, I'd had this T28 for a year and a half and I hadn't got by it yet. That's how bad I mean, there was games I had in it that were okay, but it's just, I don't know. Anyways, long story short, or long story keeping it long, I'll make it shorter here. I free XP'd the last 10, 11,000, whatever it was, and got the T95, and haven't played it a lot. Probably 20, 30 games maybe. Once in a while, Joe and I will take them out like this and see what we can come up with. But I've had not had very good luck with a gun on it. Just missing its shots. Right there, I tried to auto aim, and no joy there. Enemies got us in our sights. Pretty sure there's a tank coming over the top of us, and yeah, in case he decides to come down. But if you look, the tanks that are around us are getting pretty much annihilated, so now we got to start focusing down there. Hello, Mr. Tortoise. 793 out of you. Our T20's in a bad spot over there, but we're going to do what we can to help him. E75, this shot will not go. If I fire it, I just think it'll miss. Thank goodness the gun wasn't reloaded, because it would have been a miss. Can I get it through the turret or that? Nah, I'm not even going to bother. I know the STI, and I know it's got, like, you know, 4 feet of armor on the turret. Tortoise has moved out to the left. He's got out of dodge. The STI is still sitting there. He's toying with danger. And he loses. E75 bounces off my track area. Someone finishes off the light above us. Come on. Get in a position where I can shoot the Tortoise. 796 right through his cupola. That's pretty much a... I think the gun on this and the T28 gun have been kind of nerfed a little bit or something, because 790, I remember the T30 gun months ago, I would get rolls of average would be 790 to 840. And now it seems I get a lot of low 7s. And I always thought this gun did a little bit more damage than the T30 gun, but maybe it's the same as that gun for the most part. And we have a medium coming down to rape us, and guess what, buddy? Your game is over. He should have came down at a little different angle or something, not come down and stopped, because that was the end of him. You see me wiggling a little bit, just trying to help, you know, bounce any shots that come my way. I am by no means good at playing this tank, but I haven't taken any damage yet, so yay to the RNG gods. Tortoise bounces off me again. Last mistake you'll make. You're out of the game. I got another tortoise over there. Can I get him too? Oh, some gun damage. Somehow he hit me in the track and did gun damage. Don't know how that works, but E75 takes a shot at me, and I bone my shot into the friggin' left hemisphere of the world. I just tried to spin over really quick and snap shoot him, and that didn't work. You notice I have a large repair kit on this, so I haven't bothered to repair the gun. I still have a bunch of free large repair kits, although they're dwindling. I think I have like 45 left or something. So I don't have as many as I used to have, because I've started putting them on my tier 9 and 10 tanks, and I play more often. Not to actually use them, but to speed up the repair of like the tracks and stuff, so I don't need to use a repair kit. So sometimes I'll use it though, being stupid, just because I'm in such a habit of hitting that repair button. So, but I try not to as much as possible. You know, I'm telling this guy, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Hey, Mr. E75. See, 790. You know, if I'd gotten a high roll there, he probably still wouldn't have got killed, but still, I haven't got over like a 800 yet. And maybe that's how this gun's always been. I just know I used to get high 7s, low 8s constantly in the T30. And lately when I play the T30, it seems like I get high 6s and mid 7s. So, of course, they never said that, hey, yeah, we adjusted the damage output of, you know, they never tell you, actually. They put a little disclaimer in the bottom. Various other minor buffs and nerfs, or whatever they call them. Adjustments. Another friendly vehicle knocked out, but what team isn't doing bad? I mean, we're still up by 2 tanks. All the IS is almost dead. Tell him to fall his ass back. He needs to cover our tail is what he needs to do. Not get out there and shoot something. Because we're very vulnerable when anything comes behind us. I snapshot the AMX 50 for 812. That's a better roll. I thought that was like average, but maybe that's a high roll. But, oh, T30 trying to come around and get this guy. Hey, Mr. T30. You don't want any of this, buddy. I think he puts one at Joe, though. And I'm going to roll up and try to get him here. Our heavy there, it's almost dead. Spun around and then tries to ram him instead of just shooting and getting out of dodge. So he's going to get finished off, but that's alright, you know something? That finishes off that T30's game, but oh, there's another one over there. So there's only 2 tanks left on their team, and we've got this win. But Joe and I have made it all the way over to the pretty much the enemy side of the map in T95s. He just got a good roll of 820 something, 826 or so, which that's what I expect out of this gun is 800. Not 80, you know, more 800s than 700s, but I guess that's just not how it rolls. He bounces that shot, which leaves him to get finished off, which kind of sucks. But of course that's going to happen because the T30 has no health left. Right? That's how it works. And he has a small gun. He must have the small gun because he reloaded a lot quicker than the T30 should have. So he must have the T34 gun there. The 122 or something. Must have. Because that reload was nuts compared to the big gun on the T30. So, well, alright, we get the V for victory. Like I said, our team did pretty good, but, you know, we pulled that side over there and walked all over it, so I ended with 5,200 damage, 6,000 blocked, 70,000 silver, 5100 XP with a multiplier. That's always good. High caliber, first class mastery, steel wall. But yeah, 6,000 blocked is, I like that number. We end up in first place. 4 kills. 1671 for base XP. Joe's in third. 1203 base XP. Excuse me, sorry about that. We do 3 shots for 2,000 damage to that tortoise. Take him out of the game. 1 shot for 101 to the T30. 1 shot for 793 to that tortoise. 135 assist. And only 1 shot for 57 to that T30, but he was almost dead. Took him out of the game. I wish that tortoise hadn't shot him before, because I would have had a much better roll on that. AMX 5100, 1 shot for 812. Snapshot too. 54E1, 1 shot for 718. Took him out of the game. That was bad play on his part. He should have never come over the hill like that. He should have went behind us. E75, 1 shot for 790. So yeah, the 790 rolls, I guess that's about average for this tank now. Or maybe it always was. Maybe, like I said, I never played it until now, so I can't really speak on that, I guess. It just seems low compared to what the T30 used to be. I've noticed a drop in the T30 big gun. I've noticed it. I rarely ever got 600s. Anything in the 600s. Maybe the occasional 690. And now it seems like most of my shots are 712, 740, 680. Which is kind of crazy. 690-ish. But, hey, whatever. We shot 11 shots, 9 hits, 9 penetrations, 5271 for damage dealt. Assisted on 135. Yeah! Didn't detect anyone, though. Damage 7, took out 4. Received 17 hits. 12 were non-penetrating. So that's one thing you gotta like about this tank. You know, you get it top tier, and it can definitely bounce a few shots. So, yeah, I ended up with, like I said, 70,000 silver. That's always good. Only spent 18,000 in ammo. That's always good. And yeah, so that was my first class mastery badge in the tank. I have yet to get an ace, and I don't know if I will or not. You know, maybe if everything plays out perfectly, I'll come up with an ace at some point. So, but I figured in first class mastery badge, we did pretty good. I'd share the video. Hope you enjoy it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what I did right and tell me what I did wrong. And remember, when you're on that battlefield, shoot the red ones.